Hello everyone, my name is Dredden and we are in 7 Days to Die build 233. So this is an episode of a Dredden Scientific where kind of use some sciencey things to look at different abilities of zombies, different ways they react. And right now we are at the psychology department. So let's go take a look at some weird stuff ladders do. Alright guys, so I was playing my Let's Play, and I noticed something really weird. I dropped down onto a ladder, because normally when you drop down, you know, you start moving and it's not too bad. But I noticed this, and this is what led to this entire weirdness over, well, around here. So, watch this. We take down a step, and we're just barely crawling, and just, it's hard to move. So it got me thinking, okay, does somebody get stuck in these ladders or something? Like, you know, obviously there's a bug and it probably will be patched at some point. It's just not. So if we run, you know, we move fairly quickly, jump up, run, but then we get onto these ladders and we're just like moving in molasses or something, right? So there's that. So I figured, okay, I'm gonna create some things to test some zombies with, and so yeah, I got some weird results. So let's just go with my favorite, Zombie Arlene. Let's go and make her feral. Now, she does something a little weirder than I thought. She doesn't actually like come right at me, you know? She would rather do almost anything than get on these ladders, which I thought was just kind of crazy. Oh, alright. Enough of you. Now, I was like, okay, that's fine. We'll build something a little more contained. Let's adjust the gamma, shall we? Alright, so it's a little dark, but it's not too bad. So we're going to bring our friend in over here and watch the weirdness, because this is unexpected for my thought. There's our friend. Now I was like, okay, great. She will come right at me across these ladders. But no, she does not like ladders at all. She would rather break through this wall, and then you're going to see what she does, because it's kind of weird. So she right now is running around to that side there. At which point, she still doesn't really know what she's gonna do. Okay, there we go. And now she will come up here. But once again, you kind of just need to go off of these things a little ways, and she freaks out and goes other directions. Anyways, I thought that was a just fascinating result. Which brought me to building, like, okay, what happens if I build a giant square of these ladders? Now, as you can see, like, I am running on these pretty quick right now, but if you do jump, oftentimes you'll get this weird molasses-y effect until you kind of get off of them. Yeah, obviously it's a bug, and they're probably going to patch it, but, you know, for now, it's just a weird, interesting result. Alright, let's put another one out over here. Let's get two of them. Hi! Now this is kind of an interesting result. Because, yeah, so they'll come at you like that. Ugh. You can run away from them. And that's all fantastic, and they're pretty quick. But then if you kind of can just keep moving at sort of both, like a diagonal, like a horizontal, kind of a diagonal. Now, because they'll kind of keep trying to get to the closest point to you, but they'll only really come at you if they can manage to get right in on you, right? So, anyway, I thought that was kind of interesting. We can do one with some slower ones, just to show a slightly different effect. So, we'll get our ladders out, and let's just get our normal Arlene friend. Hi there, normal Arlene. Yeah, so she will end up walking kind of to the edge of it, and then she will generally, oh, not this one, let's bring her back out. Come on, you. Normally, you can do fun things like put a ladder... Oops, let's go back over here and copy this rotation. There we go. Yeah, and she will kind of avoid stepping on them for a while. Yeah, anyway, I thought that was kind of fascinating. You can play around with this in your own world, but the more you kind of put in front of her, the more she will kind of avoid them. It's really, really wacky. It's only when she does get to that sort of near perpendicular angle to you that she'll come at you. So, yeah. And then once you're on here, you're kind of screwed. Which brought me to a slightly different testing example. And that's over here. I will be going into more detail on some of these other structures in another video. For now, I just wanted to keep this one sort of short and sweet. I've got myself some sort of classic things or unclassic things. This is a little water base. We'll kind of go into all of that. These are different fall things. This one I want to show you because it does relate to ladders. Alright, so I was like, okay, well, what kind of weirdness can I do if I just put on like little laddered squares? Right? Okay. Which kind of, yeah, brought me to this. Let's put one over there. This kind of sometimes goes bad for testing with these particular ones. So, but she will just sort of run at them. And if you kind of keep running around these weird angles, so will she. You can run straight across, but then she oftentimes will take these weird, like, 90-degree turns. Not always, though. Not always. Until you kind of go like this. And now this one's... If you kind of keep maneuvering around in a circular pattern, you can kind of keep her just floating in some direction. As long as you don't let her get, like, an easy 90-degree angle to you, she will just kind of keep going back and forth there. Yeah, it's really weird. Kind of control where she goes a little bit. Anyway, I thought that was just crazy and weird and fascinating. Doesn't really work so well on these ones because she can quite easily cross these little singular barriers, and then that's fine. So these two ones seem to work really well. Alright, which kind of brought me to this other strange conclusion here. Which just totally fascinated me. So, F6, let's get our feral friend here, and you kind of can just sidestep her, right? You can be like, bam, bam, bam. I'm missing on purpose because I don't want to actually kill my assistant here. But sidestep, right? It's like fighting a charging bull. And as long as you do a sort of a diagonal sidestep, not a... Because if you do it like just a straight sidestep, oftentimes she or other zombies will kind of come right at you. Or if you do it too slowly, like if you're reloading your gun, like if I were to wait here just for a moment, she might. No. See, anyways, it works really well and pretty kind of crazily. But yeah, you got lots of time to shoot her if you need to. Let's try the AK actually for this. And like I showed earlier, we had our feral friend, our great big feral friend. He was over here. Hi there. Hey, I am over here. Sometimes this one doesn't work as well, but yeah, if you kind of sidestep, just kind of runs right past you. It's kind of crazy, I thought. Anyway, this gives you lots of time to kind of just bap, 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 bap. And then you just sidestep. It'll go around, usually. And give you another opportunity to just... Oh! And this is where it goes bad. Because if you are reloading, then you can't walk as fast unless you have certain perks. You laugh all you want, mister. You don't have the advantage here. Ah, you're still not done. Anyhow, I thought that was a fascinating set of results. Alright guys, so over here I was kind of testing some things with ladders about how the zombies path to them, amongst them. I've been using something like this in my single player to allow me to basically climb up here for a second, kind of catch my breath, and then run and jump. This one is too far away, but that was for testing purposes. But sort of something like this, so that I can run and jump between them. And so what my thought was more like the zombies will come at me, and they won't end up destroying this thing usually. And once you see them, you kind of run and jump. Now, because there's a ladder, they seem to want to climb the ladder instead of trying to, you know, jump at you. Which gives you kind of extra a second or two here. Now, this character is like level 2, so I am not well suited for this particular task. At the moment, we can only do 1 or 2 jumps at a time. My other character is much better. But yeah, if we show a couple of things here. So, I noticed another little odd thing was that the zombies don't generally jump as much if you have these sloped blocks. Because I don't know, I guess they think it's a weird downward slope and they just run off of them. But I thought this was kind of cool. You can yourself just run forward usually. Oh, maybe they changed this. And I was just literally testing this like last night, and like I said, I want to get this video out because changes between builds seem to just be slightly different. Yeah, so sometimes you can just end up running right across them. It doesn't seem like it always works now, so they must have changed something small. But like, yeah, right there, I just ran right across, and yeah, so maybe not always count on it, but if you kind of miss your jump like that, this sometimes will allow you to just run straight across. So yeah, it has a little bit of extra, I guess, security for it. So if we actually were to maybe take out this ladder, now that there's no path, our lovely assistant Arlene probably will come and jump at us. Hey. That's the wrong gun. Come here. Hey, you. Why will you not jump at us? I think it's because this particular design is not the greatest for this. So... Hey. Hey, Arlene. Yeah, I know, you broke that thing. Once again, she will just sort of... Oh, she didn't go all that, buddy. Yeah, it doesn't jump. She kind of just runs at and falls. But yeah, the pathing, because of this ladder up here, causes some kind of strange issues with her. Okay, we're gonna just finish you for a sec. I want you to do some jumping for me. Well, actually, I want your friend to do some jumping for me. Bloop, 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 all gone. Alrighty, so let's see if we can make them jump. Let's start with this one. F6. We'll go with the normal Arlene here. You gonna jump? No. She kind of just falls through. Kind of weird. Which is good if you want that particular behavior. Hey. But we're gonna have to finish this one off and summon one on the other side and see what she does. She'll just fall off, I bet. F6. Arlene. Doesn't jump. Rather fall down. Yeah. So there's that. And so once again over here too, that's what happens. But we want a faster one because this one just takes forever. Come here, Arlene. No, up here. Follow me. Yep. But will not jump. Kind of a funny behavior. Okay. So then I was also thinking, because I've used this kind of trick a couple times too, that they will try to path to you the quickest way they can, but if you have these ladders, now this one's actually getting a little bit broken. There she comes. We just run almost straight across. Oftentimes we will. Now she'll come up the ladder. Okay, she's doing some interesting things. These paths aren't exactly the longest, but oftentimes, yeah, they'll just kind of get stuck on the ladders and fall down. I should give her a second to climb up there, but she does oftentimes think it's good to come up. Come on, Arlene. One more time here. Let's force this. Yep, down she goes. So, anyhow, you can use that to your advantage whilst constructing your bases. A nice little runway across, and they oftentimes don't follow you. Well, they try, but then they can fall into whatever there is around here. Yeah. Anyway, guys, if you found that kind of stuff just fascinating, leave a like. Maybe even share with some friends if you think they would find this interesting. At future times, we'll kind of be going into... Actually, this is one last thing we could show. This was some anti-spider stuff that I've been working on, but I found this kind of an interesting ladder thing too. Now, oftentimes the zombies will climb ladders, but man, if you do this, they do not like it either. So, instead of you coming close to these spikes, she would rather just smash the whole thing. But like, there's no reason for it. Like, I'm right here. You know? But nope, that's not what she likes to do. And I guess we need to go over here and take you out. This isn't perfectly designed, but gotta have some proper matriculations in here. Right in here. Anyhow. And if you are new to the channel and like what you see, hit the subscribe button. And yeah, I will see you in another video. Bye bye.